What's going on, this is your boy 2K in the world, back on the NBA 2K25 MyTEAM video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And 2K dropped a fire release on this past Friday. They dropped another festival event. Today I'll just be going over some of the cards that they released in the champion set. Cards I think you should pick up with your budget players and add to your team, alright? So the first card I want to talk about is Shaun Livingston, alright? We know he won a championship with the Golden State Warriors. I think he's on the same team with like Andre Iguodala, we know Steph, Clay, Draymond, but his value is 6'7". He's only going for about 10,000 MT. All right, so for him, 6'7", he could definitely start. Solid all around, and this card actually has a 3-pointer. Most of the time when he's released early in the year, he does not have a 3-point shot. All right, so I would definitely pick him up if you're looking for a taller point guard. The only main badges that he needs, in my opinion, is mini marksman, rebound chaser, and box out beast. All right, so go ahead and add Shaun Livingston to your team. I will be doing a card review with him later on today. All right, the second card I would definitely pick up would be Trevor Ariza. All right, you know he was on the Lakers team with Paul Gasol and Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. Without Ariza, I don't think they win. All right, he was a really good 3-and-D player. He always plays well on my team. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan, and he was going for about 5,000 MT. All right, so to me, if you can't afford KD, he bought 1,000,000 coins. All right, go ahead and drop that 5,000 MT. Pick up a very good card that can do a little bit of everything. All right, so you see high 3-ball. He's driving dunk 95. Defensively, he's going to be excellent. Now, the only badges that I would probably add to him would be box out beast and rebound chaser. And then if you want to add mini marksman, you can. All right. But overall, Trevor Ariza is a great pickup for 5,000 MT. All right. Now, another card I think that is really good is Birdman. Okay. Right here. Here we go. All right. So Birdman going for about 10,000 MT. All right. And to me, if you're not able to pick up, let's say, like Giannis, all right? So he's 6'10". Go ahead and pick up Birdman. I'm not sure what his jumper looks like this year. I would definitely try him out. But overall, he'll be a fun card. I could do a little bit of everything. He can shoot 87 3-ball. Defensively, it's going to be great. Standing dunk, driving dunk, he's going to slam everything. He does need quite a few badges, so I mean, if you're not going to keep him for the long haul, I wouldn't recommend badging him up. But just a few badges I would give him would definitely be slippery off ball if you're going to be shooting, dead eye, and probably shifty shooter. That would probably be the only ones that I would add to him. But good to see Birdman in the game. We know he was on the Heat team with the big three, LeBron, Wade, and Chris Bosh, all right? Another card I think that's a really good pickup is my boy, Chauncey Billups. Back-to-back champions, all right? He played with Richard Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace. 2K, can y'all get the rights to Tayshaun Prince and Rasheed Wallace? Put them in the game. But Chauncey, excellent pickup here for 30,000 on MT. Probably the most balanced point guard that they released today. All right, 6'3", but he's going to play bigger than that. He has an excellent jumper, and he can also dunk. All right, his earlier card had a pink diamond that was pretty good, but this card is just great all the way around, and you really don't need to add anything to him. All right, he's excellent just as he is. Of course, you can just add high flying denier, box out beast, and that's really all that he needs. But excellent pickup if you need a starting point guard. All right. Now the other point guard I'm gonna talk about that's a little bit different is Ron Harper. All right. Now we know Ron Harper played for the Chicago Bulls. He played with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Tony Kukoc, Dennis Rodman, Luke Longley. So he played for that for the later Bull teams, not the first part, but the second part of the three-peat, all right? But 6'6", so he's taller than Chauncey. He's going to be an excellent defensive card. He's going to be a defensive beast. Only thing with him, I just would like to see what his jump shot looks like. So I did buy him. He's going for about the same price, 30,000 MT. So I will be doing a card review with him as well, just to see what his jumper looks like. But overall, excellent card. He can dunk as well. And this card is going to make some people get really upset, right? I look at all the Hall of Fame defensive badges. He only needs mini marksman and rise up. Easy pickup, all right? So right now, I mean, if you have about 100,000 MT, you could definitely improve your team across the board with Dark Matters, all right? So next, I'm gonna talk about my boy Khris Middleton. We know that he played with Giannis on the Bucks. He did get traded this year to the Wizards for Kyle Kuzma. That did not work out for the Bucks. But you know, he has some ankle injuries, but man, he's a bucket getter. He's a scorer. That's what he does. He puts the ball in the basket. All right. I believe he was in the G League. I think he was drafted by the Pistons, if I'm not mistaken, before he ended up going to Milwaukee and cracking the lineup and just making the most of his opportunity. Now, the one thing I do want to see with him is his jumper, but he's going for about 35,000 MT. I mean, across the board, really, really good card. He should have all the shooting badges that's needed, which he does. All right. And from there, I mean, I think he's a good pickup if you need a shooting guard. All right. And then last but not least, the boy Dolph Schayes. I think 2K22, he had an amazing card in 2K, so they brought the legend back. All right. So 6'8", play power forward, small forward, and if you can't get Giannis, definitely spend the 35K to get Dolph Schayes as well. He's the most complete card that they dropped today. Badge-wise, he could do everything. He has a really nice jumper as well. You don't have to add any badges to him, all right? So I would definitely, if you had an MT, go ahead and pick him up and add him to your team, all right? But I think overall this set was really, really good. I'm still surprised that they did not release Bill Russell. I don't know if they have his rights or not, but that'll be a discussion for another day. And then last but not least, 100 overall Tony Parker. I believe he's the first buyable 100 overall. I think I saw something for like 75,000 MT. So if you want 100 overall just to have him, go ahead and have fun with Tony Parker. Or if you want to make like a Spurs theme team, all right? Like if you had 100 overall Tim Duncan, you can pick up maybe Wemby or David Robinson, pick up Kawhi, Ginobili, and then Parker, and you can kind of run that team as well. I know in the festival event they did drop Danny Green and Robert Horry as well, and then they did drop a pink diamond on Thiago Splitter. So if you need someone that can maybe space the floor a little bit, Splitter might be it. But y'all let me know if you're gonna pick up any of these cards. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we